All right, well, there's nothing I hate worse than the pre-tribulation rapture. And I've already done rapture is real, but not pre-trib, and that's 51 minutes, but I found a much quicker, simpler way to teach it. You've got 7 trumpets. 7 trumpets of Revelation.
According to Wikipedia, in the book of Revelation, 7 trumpets are sounded, one at a time, to cue apocalyptic events seen by John of Patmos in his vision.
Chapters 8 to 11. Chapters 8 to 11. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets. Revelation 8. You know when the last one is? And the 7th angel sounded, and they were given great voices in heaven. There's a rapture. Great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever. Folks, the kingdoms of the earth no longer belong to Satan. It's a post-trib rapture, period. The word of God is written in sections. I mean, the book of Revelation is written in sections. You got the Antichrist in Revelation 13 and 6. And after both, you have the wrath of God and you have raptures. You have the rapture of the church. You have the rapture in 7:9 and 11:15, and there's one more after chapter 13, if I'm not mistaken. And why do we know it's at the last trump? I got ahead of myself. I already did this in another video and I lost it. So let me go again. Let me backtrack. Behold, I shall show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. That's the rapture. Sleeping. That's because that's what you're doing. You're asleep. You're not with God when you die. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. Yes, the judgment is everlasting. That just simply means there's not a period of time later on where God brings everybody else back. So your judgment is everlasting. It's not eternal torment. And I teach hell is not eternal torment. It's death and or the grave. That's on my playlist. I got videos and playlists. And this will be in my playlist now. Rapture is post-trib is probably what I'll put on the playlist. And in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. There's your rapture. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. First trump, and I saw the 7 angels stand before God, who were given them 7 trumpets. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. And the first angel sounded. 11:15. And the 7th angel sounded. And there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ. That's it. It's at the last trump. The kingdoms of the world no longer belong to Satan. It's over. It's over. Remember, Satan offered Jesus the kingdoms of the world as a temptation? That's when it ends. That's also the rapture. So quit falling for the pre-trib rapture. Like you fall for free will and celebrating Christmas and putting your own spin on it, the pagan holiday, or Easter and putting your own spin on it. There's no such thing as free will. God's already declared the end from the beginning in ancient times, the things are not yet done. And he's made it very clear in Ephesians 1:4-5, that he chose his sheep, his family, at the foundation of the world. And it says whose names were not written in the Lamb's Book of Life at the foundation of the world. in Revelation 17:8. So you either were or you weren't at the beginning when God declared all things. And if you don't think that's fair, read Romans 9:11 through 24. I mean, I do an 11-part series on election predestination. God doesn't love everybody. I just ran into another verse tonight that I did in a quick Bible study that proved that God doesn't love everybody. So that 11 parts, that's every Bible verse I came across in a 2-year span over the entire New Testament. And I guarantee I didn't get them all. Guarantee I didn't. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that clears it up, folks. The rapture is real. We are gathered up. It's just not pre-trib. It is post-trib.